Hey guys, so today is actually going to be the last episode of React Native. If you made it this far, then thanks a lot. I appreciate you for supporting me on this journey, and I hope you learned a lot. But today's going to be really a demo of everything that we've done. There are things that we haven't done yet, and I decided that it would be better to leave those as more of an exercise for you to play around with. Or if you want, then you can let me know and I will kind of gather how much interest I have in making the extra features, and then you can reach out and grab those. But for today, I'm going to do a demo on everything that we've done so far. I do want to tell you guys that there is a change of code today, and that's simply, you see this config.navigation? Well, that doesn't work. If you keep that code in, it'll always give you an error when you're navigating to another screen. That's because there is no config navigation. We've defined config navigator, but not config navigation. So what I want you to do is just change those config navigations to config.navigator. Sound good? So you can see that for constants, I've changed my API URL. This points at my backend. My backend is hosted at 8080. But again, if you go here and do if config, then you can find the URL there. So that's just a little recap. Now today we're going to look at the web app side of this whole entire project as well. So you can see that I have a user called Amy Yang, and there are some location details. Now if we hop over to the email here in our iPad and sign in using our Touch ID with Amy Yang's email, and we log in, then we get to be pushed to the profile screen. And here we have Amy Yang, and if you look at the location, for example, we have the same location in the address, the city, and the zip code. And if we look at her traits, then we could see that she's a female. Her body type is average, and she's Asian, she's a non-drinker, a non-smoker. So everything from the mobile application is the same as what we see on the desktop. So if we go ahead and we change some things, so let's say that we want to change this so that, you see, we have competition and training and practice here. We're going to go ahead and add those two. We're going to make her a social drinker, and we're going to hit save, and we'll see what happens. So alright, you've updated your profile. So from here, if we go back to, and if we refresh the page or re-log into Amy Yang on the site, because we're using Redux, I think it doesn't refresh when you actually refresh. It's a single page app. So if I go down here, we could see that it's updated. We now have competition, performance, social, training, practice, and now we see that she's a social drinker. So this is updated from the app, which is really, really cool. So if we go to the app and we look at some other things like search, then we could see that the search page is the same. We do want to fix that header because it's kind of offset, but I'll let you handle that. And if we look at dances, there are also some dances here that we can change. But that's pretty much it for today's episode. It's really short. I want to show you that if we go to conversations, it's going to break because we haven't implemented Firebase. So how I'm using conversations is I'm using conversations with Firebase as the real-time database, so that the conversations and messages that people send back and forth to each other seem like they're in real time, because they are. When user A sends to user B, it'll show up instantaneously and vice versa. So I want you to go ahead, and if conversations messages is something that you want to implement, and go ahead and try to implement that yourself. Um, I really encourage you to do that because you'll learn a lot. But if you want me to guide you through that, then feel free to reach out. And if I get enough votes for yes, I want full-blown conversations, messaging feature taught to me, then I will go ahead and make that course and we can go from there. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it here because I feel like this entire series we have done a lot. We have learned a lot in terms of setting up React Native to bringing it up to here where we're able to sign in and sign up and getting a profile and connecting it to a backend so that we can manipulate this data so that our backend is the master, so that all the information that is disseminated from there and updated from mobile, from web, it is all synced up to the master. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this series. As usual, if you haven't joined our mailing list, please join our mailing list. And if you haven't joined our Facebook group, then please join our Facebook group. Otherwise, please rate, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this series. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care.